When preparing to install a ceiling fan or a light on the ceiling, these brackets certainly, in my opinion, come in handy. And especially if one buys these brackets, try to get the heavier gauge metal, the tougher metal. If you buy the cheaper ones, you may regret it down the road. It's just a matter of saving 5, 6, 7, 8, $10, and the price is negligible versus this bracket here should be close to a permanent solution once you put it in. You can actually change the light and retrofit the light, the ceiling fan. Once this is in, this only has to be installed, generally speaking, not an exact science, but generally speaking, one time. This juncture box, so to speak, here where the electrical wire would come through here, one has the ground wire. And this particular box here, this would be upended 180 degrees. This would be facing down towards the floor. So we covered in a previous video how to screw these into the studs and from upstairs. So now when you get it, when you're looking at it from the top, from the attic, as one sees, we've got an area like this distance here, or this distance here. So the question is, we can actually see once we have it in the 16 on center, what we will do if one notes this screw in the middle, just say this tightens it down and securely, but back this screw out not too far, because if you back it out too far, the screw's going to fall, and then you're going to have a fun time spending however long trying to find the screw or the proper screw to retrofit back in here. But as one sees the distance between here and the distance between here, somewhat line it up in the center. As you can see now, since this screw has been loosened, this actually slides. It slides from the left to the right. So once we get it somewhat lined up, you can actually measure it with a tape measure if you want to be precise. I just get it somewhere around the eye. But keep in mind, when you're in the attic, you can see the studs. When you're looking up from the bottom, you may be unable to see the studs unless it's just a rough end and you're changing the drywall and the ceiling and everything. So then you say, well, you've got it centered. So then you tighten this screw back down. So like this. So once this is tightened back down, then this is unable to move. It's stable. So when you flip it upside down, one goes downstairs, and then you find out what I like to do. Now, you could do it even this way. There's 10 different ways. I wouldn't suggest using a screwdriver like this. I would use either a flat head or a Phillips head without these interchangeable heads, because these can fall off. But use a straight screwdriver and actually come here, and when you get ready to do it, you can just put you a mark through the ceiling, or you could come over here. It would be better if you did it around where the nut's going to be before you put the bracket. Put the mark there and have the screwdriver to go through the ceiling so you see your center mark. Then flip this up, screw this in, screw this in. This is centered. Then you go back down. This is stable. But before you do this, again, you need to tighten this nut so this does not slide left, nor does it slide right. So once you do this, then you go downstairs and you see where your hole's at, where your screwdriver. Then you slowly actually come and take a little bit of the drywall off at a time until you get around the circumference of this area, so you don't remove too much drywall on the bottom. And that's how you install a rough end one way. My opinion is there's probably several different ways to do it, but this is just a trick of the trade that I've found out and I've experimented with, and it's worked for me. So, and if you try it and have good luck, please do add that to the comments section. But if you find these tidbits of information helpful, please share, like, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.